Welcome back to Active Living TV. As you know, we are here to help make your life better, make it easier, solve some basic problems. And I can tell you something that I wish I could do less of is have to go to the doctor or have to do basic things just to figure out something like your heart rate or your temperature. And what we have here today is the Bodimetrics system. This is a do-all, solve-all. You get everything you need right in the palm of your hand device. Jill here is Jill Brown. She is a fantastic health and fitness expert, and she's just going to briefly explain to us how exactly something so small can do so much.
Well, it's all in the technology, Natasha. This is less than 3 ounces. It's smaller than the size of a credit card. Tony's playing with his right now. It does a lot of fantastic functions that people really need to know to take control of their health, to live a healthier lifestyle, and to just have the power of knowledge.
Yes.
Because before we played with this, did you know what your heart rate was?
No idea.
Yeah, so it's nice to know. What does it mean to have a low heart rate? Having a lower heart rate means that your blood pumps less times per minute, making you less stressed, and more nutrients and oxygen gets around your body every time your heart beats. So a low heart rate is a really good thing to have. There's a full body vital measurement system in here, and just by doing what Tony was doing, by sticking his finger under here, using this electrode for his hand, and one for the thumb and one for the third finger, and pressing this body check icon, we can find out a lot of things about ourselves. So one of the things he found out was his heart rate. Tony has a pretty good heart rate, 75. That's not half bad.
I'm thrilled.
Nice.
Yeah, yours was what again?
I had a 77 my second time I did it.
Okay, because the first time it was 96, I was a little worried. But actually 77 is pretty good. All right, so what it's beeping on right now, it's telling me my heart rate, which is high because I'm talking and not breathing.
Right.
And it's also giving me, at the end of this, something called my RPP. So that's going to tell me the measurement between my systolic blood pressure and my heart rate. It's going to multiply those two numbers for me. Yeah, and then it's going to tell me that my RPP is about 9,000, which is pretty good. It tells me that I'm in the medium range. My blood oxygen level, how much oxygen is in the tissues of my body, is 98 and sometimes 99%. So that's pretty good. I'm getting a lot of oxygen to my tissues. It also tells me a few other key things like how to relax by giving me a relax me function. So I'll flip over to that. We've all played with this while you guys weren't watching, but we were playing with the little Buddha symbol. And what that does is it teaches us how to breathe to relax more. Most people breathe very shallow, so that raises our heart rate.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you'll notice once you do the relax me function, which is one of the 5 functions that it takes the vitals on, teaches you how to breathe properly so that you can relax, reduce stress. And what happens when we reduce stress? Well, probably we'll live a lot healthier life.
Yes.
Maybe reduce some of our chronic injuries. And of course, you know, your kids won't bug you as much. All right, so another function that it does is it takes your temperature. So here's a fun one. Natasha, this blows her mind. So we're just gonna press the little temperature button, press the little body thing. We're gonna stick that in her temple. We're just gonna do that for 3 seconds. And voila, she is 98.6.
Perfect. In every way.
You are normal, I hate to tell you.
Oh, that's okay. All right, so real quick, I would just love to recap this for people at home if possible. This Bodimetrics little device here, it's so small, it's so tiny, and it does 5 great things for you. It takes your blood pressure. It takes your oxygen levels in your blood, guys. It takes your heart rate. These are things that you would normally pay separate huge amounts of money just to get different devices to do, and it does it so simply, you literally just have to touch it. You're not poking anything, you're not squeezing, you're not pricking your body. You get all of those great things. The 4th thing, which of course we're always looking for, a thermometer. We can break a thermometer, they're expensive. We are getting our thermometer just by touching the same device to our head. And lastly, we get this fantastic device that relaxes you. It tests your stress levels. And I can tell you there are apps, there are devices for this. And one thing that I would just like to add that this also does is it measures your steps throughout the day. That's called a pedometer. There are devices that you can pay $150 just to measure your steps, because you know what it does? It motivates you. It holds you accountable for being active. So no matter what your age is, but especially for seniors, if you don't want to have to get up and go to the doctor, if you don't want to have to get up and go somewhere, if you don't want to fumble through everything to search for those specific devices to check your vitals, Just get the Bodimetrics, guys. The price normally is $299.95. If you combined all of the different things you're getting from this, it'd be well over $1,000 in value. Well over $1,000. Buy it right now from Active Living TV, and we are offering a special price of just $249.95. This is easily 75% off what you'd be paying for these kinds of fantastic values. So get your Bodimetrics right now at activelivingtv.com.